Today we have the pleasure of having Jessica and Chris. They are from HoppaGo, and they will explain to you the benefits of working with them and why you should add them to your business portfolio. Something important, we will be having a prize draw of an Amazon gift card for £50 at the end of the presentation. So please pay attention because you will be asked a question of what they're talking about, and whoever answers correctly first will be the prize winner. The presentation will last about 20 minutes, and afterwards we will have a question and answer section. So you can start sending me the questions as we go. After that, we will ask them and we will get them answered. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the webinar. Jessica, it's all yours.
Good afternoon. This is Chris from HoppaGo. Thank you for giving up the time this Friday afternoon to listen to Jessica and I. So happy Friday. Jessica and I are going to run through this presentation in two parts. I'll give you an overview of the HoppaGo proposition in terms of who we are and how we can support your business. And then Jessica will take you through a kind of a practical part of the booking process, showing you the search functionality, the booking, and how to manage bookings through one of our technical solutions. So without further ado, we'll start with the presentation. To give you a bit of background, HoppaGo is the B2B sister brand of Hoppa.com, and we provide ground transport solutions to the travel industry, including travel agencies, OTAs, airlines, tour operators, and also hotel and accommodation providers. HoppaGo acts as an agent to thousands of ground transport providers in hundreds of countries, providing you with access to this network through a range of different technology solutions. So originally, HoppaGo provided transfers for leisure travelers, taking them from the airport to resort or the airport to hotel. The HoppaGo proposition now offers the travel market a much more comprehensive and tailored solutions to suit the demands of the leisure and the business traveler. Some more information will come across later on in the presentation. The HoppaGo platform itself provides a one-stop solution for all ground transport needs, searching for the right transfer to complement the overall travel package, comparing thousands of supplier prices, allowing you to book and manage any changes right up until the date of travel on the platform. When we were putting together the HoppaGo proposition, there were a couple of key drivers that we wanted to provide, to achieve, to allow us to support your businesses. One is very much based around the technology solution, and we believe that as the travel market continues to evolve and grow, the travel organizations that have got the greatest are able to adapt the greatest to transform digitally are likely to secure the greatest successes in the future. We know that all organizations are facing the challenges of a digital future, and with some having limited financial or technology resources, not all travel organizations may be able to capitalize on the growth forecast in the travel market. So basically, the HoppaGo's technology solutions allow us to tailor solutions to make it easier to access additional revenues from ground transport services. We want you to be able to benefit from the growth in the travel market. And secondly is based around choice. The second part of the proposition is based around choice. The leisure and the business traveler, as I'm sure you're aware, are much more demanding and certainly demand greater personalized experiences than ever before now. It's our belief that an organization must continue to evolve and adapt to keep pace with the ever increasing demands if it is to be the provider of choice in what is becoming a very competitive marketplace. So to deliver this personalization, the travel market needs access to choice and variety. And choice and variety can be provided using HoppaGo's extensive network of ground transport solutions, with the travel agency being able to provide travelers with a choice based upon type of transport, based upon service or price. The overall aim around choice is that the positive experiences of the traveller will increase retention rates and recommendations for your business. So the platform itself, we believe, is simple to use. It provides access to a network of thousands of suppliers across hundreds of countries. It allows you to search and make comparisons, and then also make selections based upon transport type, prices, and also service. The platform itself gives you the ability to search for a journey, compare offers from all of the suppliers, plus then place and manage bookings for your customers on the platform. And Jessica will go through and show you the practicalities of that in a short while. So to get to kind of the three kind of pillars of the proposition, the first being technology. We offer different technology solutions that have been designed to suit a business's different investment, resource, or user capabilities, plus the one added benefit that HoppaGo doesn't charge for any of its technology solutions. So as you can see there at the bottom, we've identified the trade account. A HoppaGo trade account provides immediate access to pricing and also access to the platform, allowing users to start making bookings following a very simple login process. There's very little or no training required, and also it's capable of providing access to multiple users. So a very quick way to start using our services. Typically, from the point of request, we can have you up and running within a couple of hours. The white label solution allows us to place the search and booking processes onto your own website, giving you some greater automation of data management, but also leveraging our own technical expertise. So we will support you with that product. The white label solution is also going to be aligned to your business's brand. You don't need any specialist resource to develop that. The connection via the API allows a business to manage large volumes of searches at speed with seamless product delivery. Data is integrated directly into your own booking flow, and we certainly do get an increased attachment rate for our products. So that's technology. Moving on to service, or into network, I beg your pardon. So HoppaGo's network provides an extensive choice of shared or private vehicles for both business and leisure travelers, and that can be selected to meet a specific budget. The HoppaGo platform, as Jessica will show you in a minute, will transparently display the supplier of the service to help you kind of make those decisions on behalf of the customer. Originally, the HoppaGo was known as an airport transfer business, and we delivered passengers from airport to resort or airport to hotel. But through recent developments, we can now offer much more than this airport transfer service. So through the supplier network, we can pick you up and drop you off anywhere using this kind of enhanced search functionality. So this is particularly useful if any of your customers, while abroad, might be planning excursions, local day trips. We can get you to the golf course, we can pick you up from the restaurant, and we can find those villas and theatres as well. So very much an anywhere to anywhere service now. And as I've said previously, we continue to grow globally and now have suppliers across, I think at last count, 116 countries. So to service. Service is a key cornerstone of our proposition, particularly when we were talking about retention earlier on. And we do recognise that fantastic service from us will ensure or part ensure that your customers continue to think about you when they're booking their next holiday next time. So we're very focused on delivering great service, and we split service into 3 different parts: self-service, assisted service, and full service, again to suit the different needs of our agents. So self-service relates to the agents, the travel agents, being able to contact the suppliers directly, and for any pre or post-travel support, feedback or query management, there is a direct point of contact with the supplier. Assisted service is where we extend the HoppaGo service, where we act as intermediary. You have access to the HoppaGo online portal, where you can register any requests, any feedback, any queries, and we on your behalf would contact and discuss these with the suppliers. The full service in itself is the added value, the added benefit of being able to pick up the phone to us at Hoppa, being able to email us directly at Hoppa, rather than just using the online portal, which is also available through the full service. So commercials, we work with all of our clients, all of our agents on both either a net rate or a gross rate service, a gross rate commercial pricing, I should say. And as you can see here, this sets out the different levels of service that you would receive if you were looking at self-service, assisted service, and full service, with the commercials varying depending upon the level of service that you take from us. I think the level of service and therefore the commercials are very personal, very and need to be tailored to the company. So if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts regarding commercials, regarding levels of service, both Jessica and I are very happy to talk through the details in much with you separately. So just some of our clients. We're currently working with around about 3,000 plus agents across the world, probably split about 50% in the UK, 50% overseas. I hope, as you can imagine, I wouldn't have been able to fit all onto one slide, but here are a few of the agents, the OTAs, the tour operators, some of the bed banks that we work with as well. But as you can see at the bottom, we've got some great relationships with the consortia who we meet with on regular basis, that also may represent yourselves. And also through kind of platform providers, we've got some great ongoing working relationships as well. As you may use them, we also provide our products to those tech providers as well. So really the next steps for now, I'm going to hand over to Jessica, and Jessica's going to talk you through and walk you through a search and a booking on our platform. This relates to our trade account, but we'll come back to you at the end of the presentation with our contact details. Jessica.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, if we just change over to the website now, then I will spend a few minutes making you familiar with the site and showing you some of those processes that you may potentially want the platform for. Okay, so hopefully now you are seeing the homepage of our HoppaGo website. So let's say after this webinar, you've liked the sound of how we could help you and you wanted to create one of those trade accounts, then here in the top right, you'll see the Create Account button. So all you need to do is click on there and you will get this online registration form. So just to let you know, we are working on shortening this form down because not all of the fields are mandatory. So yes, main ones obviously for you guys to fill out would be your company name, the currency you'd like to work in. Here you can indicate if it is just that trade account you're wanting to set up for now, or if you're interested in either the white label or XML solution. If that was the case, then it would be myself or Chris getting in touch with you just to find out a little bit more about your requirements and if that's the right solution for you. And yes, if you carry on down, we have the referred by box. So if you could pop in there which group you're from, then we can set you up accordingly. So yes, that's that first step. But if we go back, we're going to imagine you've filled that form out, sales support have sent you your logins and you're ready to start using the platform. So here is where you can log in, and bear with me while I just enter some test logins, and then I can get showing you some useful features. Okay, so there we go. You'll see that we've logged in successfully once this Hopper Agents logo is appearing on the left there, and you'll always see hello and your company name. So if we start with a potential search, so I'll pretend I've got a client that wants to go to Edinburgh. So you'll see as I've started typing there, already a number of options are appearing for me. For this example, I will select the airport. And then I know where this particular client is staying. They're staying at a travel lodge. So I'm going to just be typing the name of the hotel and the part of the address, and there we go. That's the option that I want. And then we're going to put the travel date, so you can just flick through the different months here. Let's say it's the 16th of November. And because it's a route starting from the airport, we're therefore asking for the flight arrival time. But if the route didn't include an airport at all, then this green button would move over to pick up time, and you simply input the time your client would like to be picked up. Quite self-explanatory. So here we go. I'm going to say 11 o'clock for their flight arrival. Continue. You've got the return box here if you were booking a return journey, number of passengers, and I'm going to click on search so you see what happens. There we go. So all the different results are currently loading for us. So you'll see there's 30 results in total there for that particular route. So a nice amount of choice for you. But to make it quicker for you to find what you're looking for, we've got these filters on the left. So you can select the vehicle type. So for this example, let's just go with a private car. That's reduced it down to 11 results for you. We're allowing you to filter by supplier. So if your client had a really good experience with Capital Cars, let's say, and you wanted to make sure the booking was with them again, then we can select those guys. And then, yes, we're left with our appropriate transfer. And as Chris mentioned in his presentation, there'll also be a filter coming soon where you can select the service rating and have that as a filter as well. Okay, so this gives you a little service overview. It's important for me to point out here that you'll want to click on the cancellation policy information. Because we are working with such a number of providers for you guys, their cancellation policies can vary. So always good just to check here what the situation is, and then you know if it meets your requirements. So then I'm going to click on Book Now. It highlights at the top for us the level of the amount of luggage that's included for your clients to take with them. And then if there was any extra requirements you wanted to make us aware of, you've got this box here. So I'm just going to scroll down and click on Continue. And then this is the page where we enter the customer details. So I'll try and do this as quickly as possible, but highlighting some things of interest for you as well. So yes, we've got the email address. And then title, name, try and get this done. Here with the phone number, what's good for me to point out is that if you include the client's mobile number, then we can send out a free text message reminder which tells them the pickup time and point, and that's 4 hours before they're due to arrive and then 24 hours before their return journey. And equally, it can be passed on to the driver. If they had any issues with finding your client, then they can give them a call and ask them exactly where they are. So let me just put in a example mobile number there. And when I click out, you'll see that it's confirmed for me. It's a valid number. The reason why we added that extra check is just it's a great feature for them to get these reminders. So we're just highlighting there with the mobile numbers that all has been input correctly. And then you've got the reference number field here. That could be used to put a particular agent's name who's making the booking, if you wanted to track it that way. Another reference that you want the transfer to be linked to, you could pop that number in there. So yes, just for your particular use. And then you've got this tick box here, and if that's ticked, then the e-ticket will go straight away directly to the customer. That e-ticket doesn't include any pricing information. It's just the arrival instructions they need to follow and any contact numbers and details for them. So then we click on Continue. The site asks us just to confirm the pickup and drop-off addresses. So yes, that's what I wanted. That's all fine. Continue. And then flight details. It's asking me the airport I'm flying from. So let's say London Heathrow, for example. The flight number. There we go. So yes, it starts to feed through the different flights for you. So we will go with the 10:25 flight, and then we confirm pickup and continue. And then, like magic, our booking's been confirmed. We've got the booking reference number there straight away. And this page gives you a summary, basically, of what you've booked with the price, the journey details. So now if I go to manage my trip, you will see that here there's an option to download the booking confirmation, and there will also be an option to download the e-ticket. At the moment it's being sent directly to yourself or the customer, but there'll be the option to download it as well. So let's just click there. You've got the summary again for you, and this message, please don't take note of that. We're correcting that. For our trade customers, we make sure that the e-ticket gets sent out straight away to you, with all of those arrival instructions to pass on to your client. Okay, so I'll close that one. So I'm going to take you back to the homepage. Let's pretend it's, I don't know, 2 days after you've made the booking, and now you want to go in and you need to amend something. So you just click on Hello, View, Amend, Cancel a Booking, and then we'll pop in the booking reference there and do Find My Journey. So we're taken back to this amendments page. So just to highlight, firstly, if you wanted to cancel, you've just got this button here, and the fact that it's showing £0 means you're still within that time frame to cancel free of charge. So you can click on there and you then get a confirmation to say the cancellation's gone through. Let's show you how to amend. So you'll click on Amend Trip. It takes you down to the different sections of the booking here. I'm just going to pick lead passenger details to give you an example. So yes, let's say I got a number wrong. We'll pop that in there. And then we keep on scrolling down to the bottom to amend trip. And then again, if we wait a couple of seconds, it shows us in the green banner that our changes were successful, and you have the option to download the confirmation again. If for any reason, and I'm sure this happens when you're dealing with so many bookings, you don't have the booking reference to hand, not to worry. You can click on Hello, go to our reporting tool. And then here you'll see there's different ways you can search for the booking. So you can enter the customer's first name, last name, a booking date, an arrival date, search, and again that will bring up all the potential bookings for you. So that's nice and helpful. And I think the last thing to show you today would be when you're on the home page, if you scroll down to the very bottom where it says Contact Hopper, click on there, and you get taken to the contact portal that Chris was telling you about. So you've got the different topics here: get help before you travel, after your trip, help with a booking. So they're just different online forms for you to fill out. And what's good is we have this My Ticket Status option, and that eventually collates all of the tickets you have with us, and you can see at what stage they're at and if the team are waiting on any information for you. So yes, that's a very quick, but I think a good overview of the basic processes you'd be using the HoppaGo website for. But yes, let us know if you have any questions. As soon as you like.
Yolanda, back to you.
Back to me. All right. Do you have a screen with your contact details so they can see?
We haven't got a screen with our contact details, but they're very, very simple. You can find both Jessica and I on LinkedIn, or you can drop us an email. We can send these out afterwards as well. But Jessica's email address is jessica@hopper.com. And my email address has my surname in it, and it's chris.harrington@hopper.com.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. Now we're going to have the contest. So I'm going to ask a question, and the first agent to answer correctly will receive the Amazon gift card. And the question is, why is it important for your clients to travel with a copy of their e-ticket? So think about what they said, and whoever answers first will get the Amazon gift card. Why is it important for your clients to travel with a copy of their e-ticket? Okay, we have a winner. All right. Perfect. Mary, you are the winner. Thank you for answering. Now we will follow with the questions that I've been receiving so far. It says, how much does it cost me? From what I understand is they're asking if there's some sort of registration fee.
Okay. I guess the quick and simple and easy answer is nothing. So access to the trade account can be provided free of charge and can be set up in a couple of hours. Access to the white label and the API integration does take a little bit longer. It's a bit more complicated, a bit more complex, requiring some development work, but usually can be completed within, for the white label, a couple of days, for the API, a couple of weeks, both of which white label and API integrations are also free solutions. When it comes down to the actual cost that you will pay, you will only pay for the journeys that you book on one of the three technical solutions. So you only pay for those journeys that you book. And the moment that you start booking those journeys, we start collating, we start statementing and reporting the commission earned by you, and we pay that commission on a monthly or quarterly basis, depending upon what we agree with you.
That is the next question. Do we get a percentage on the bookings, such as a commission?
Yes.
If so, what is the commission, or do we get net prices?
Yeah, we can work in both ways. We can work both on a net price basis or a gross price basis. The standard commission rates, as I said earlier on in the presentation, are linked to the level of service. But our most popular service is the assisted service, where we provide our services, customer services, as an intermediary between yourselves and the suppliers, and for that we would pay a 15% commission rate.
Okay. Peter is asking, when Jessica was logging in, there was a reference to A2B. Do the old A2B login details still work?
They do. It's a good question, because in May of this year, when we started to develop the new HoppaGo proposition, we actually rebranded A2B transfers to become HoppaGo. So that was kind of the original brand, A2B transfers. But we did have several hundred agents that were still accessing our site through A2B transfer logins, and therefore not wanting them to lose out on the HoppaGo proposition, we can also allow agents who have got an A2B transfers login to use the same site, the same login to access HoppaGo. So at the moment, yes, A2B transfer logins are usable, can be usable. In the future, we would hope to migrate people across to become HoppaGo login with login credentials.
Okay, Alex is asking, should the email address be the agents or the customers? Will the agency also get a copy of the booking?
So yes, the agency would still get a copy of the booking, because we'd use the email addresses you'd given us on registration. So yes, we have that field there. If you wanted the client to get the copy of their e-ticket immediately, then you pop in the customer's email address. If you wanted to wait and send them their documents all together, say a few weeks later, then just pop in your email address so it doesn't go to them straight away.
And then we have a double question. It looks like it's, can we pay in different currencies, and is there a loyalty program?
Great question. Yes, you can pay in different currencies. I think at the moment we have got the ability to open accounts in, I think it's 19 different currencies. So yes, you can have different accounts in different currencies. That's fine. Do we have a loyalty program? We don't at the moment, but I know it's on kind of our roadmap in terms of discussions about loyalty programs. So not at the moment, but it's certainly on our radar for introducing and talking about.
Okay, I don't have any more questions. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, and congratulations, Mary, again on your Amazon gift card. Chris, Jessica, it was wonderful to have you. Thank you for your time, and
Terrific.
have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Thank you for joining us on a Friday.